Shedeur Sanders warned of his biggest problem yet in Brown's QB room, while Dillon Gabriel's stock rises. Shedeur Sanders has one of the toughest challenges in the league. The beginning of Shedeur Sanders' NFL career has been anything but easy for the former Buffalo's quarterback. First, he slipped to the 144th pick in the draft, and second, he was selected by the Cleveland Browns, a team with a brutal quarterback battle for the starting role. At least Sanders isn't the only rookie in the QB room. That seemed like an upside at first, but being selected 2 rounds after his biggest rival, Dillon Gabriel, means he'll have to outwork and outperform a player the team already viewed as the better option. Who Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski will select for the starting QB role is still the biggest question of the offseason. But it seems the battle between Sanders and Gabriel has been led from the start by the former Oregon quarterback. NFL analyst Nick Wright believes that it's Sanders who needs to beat Gabriel, not the other way around. The Browns value Gabriel more, Wright said on First Things First. The Browns took him in the 3rd round. They took Shedeur in the 5th round. With that said, and acknowledged, it's a big problem for Shedeur if the answer to this question isn't him. Neither one of these guys is going to break camp as the starter. Wright didn't forget about the veteran QBs Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett, on who will be QB1, he added. It's going to be one of the veterans, if Shedeur wants a chance. If there's going to be a chance for Shedeur to prove his believers right, prove his father right, prove himself right, his singular battle is to move ahead of Gabriel on the depth chart. As Wright points out, Sanders will first need to earn a spot on the Browns' final roster, especially with Cleveland likely to keep only 3 quarterbacks on the team. Cleveland had seen its fair share of quarterback dramas. From broken promises to shattered knees, the dog pound was used to disappointment. But this was different. The buzz had been electric ever since Shedeur Sanders landed in Cleveland. He brought with him swagger, a championship pedigree, and the unmistakable glow of a rising superstar. Dion's boy, primetime junior, he wasn't just a quarterback. He was a brand, a movement. The Browns faithful were desperate for a savior, and many believed they finally found one. But even before Shedeur could lace up his cleats for week 1, a whisper started circulating in the shadows of the QB room. A whisper with a left arm and Oklahoma grit. Dillon Gabriel. When the Browns drafted Gabriel in mid-rounds, most pundits called it a depth move, a clipboard holder, insurance. But Gabriel had other plans. Shedeur's biggest challenge won't be the playbook, an anonymous Browns assistant coach was overheard saying. It'll be that kid across the locker room with the chip on his shoulder and nothing to lose. Sanders had the star power. Gabriel had the grind. While Shedeur was fielding media questions about NIL deals and family legacies, Dillon was staying late, breaking down tape. While Sanders rocked custom cleats, Gabriel wore the same battered pair he used at Oklahoma for his final collegiate win. It wasn't about flash for him. It was about survival. The tension came to a boil in minicamp. Yo, DG, you really gonna check into a deep post on 3rd and 3? Shedeur smirked during a film session, half joking, half testing. It's a read, bro, Dillon replied, eyes still locked on the screen. I saw single high, took the shot, and missed the throw. But I made the read. The room fell silent. Even Coach Stefanski looked up. There was no anger, just fire. 2 quarterbacks, both hungry, both stubborn, both too young to back down. By OTA Week 3, whispers turned into questions. Gabriel wasn't just competent, he was commanding. His throws were crisp, decisions sharp, and teammates respected his hustle. Defensive players praised his pocket poise. Coaches praised his preparation. Reporters began tweeting practice stats. And fans, they were curious. Shedeur who? One tweet joked after Gabriel went 9 for 9 in red zone drills. Shedeur noticed. I'm built for pressure, he told reporters the next day. Pressure builds diamonds. Dillon's cool. But I'm the rock. Still, the warning signs couldn't be ignored. For Shedeur, this wasn't just about football. Every snap was a headline. Every mistake a meme. Being Dion's son came with perks, but also with a microscope. He could feel it. The doubters starting to circle, the narrative beginning to shift. Can he handle the pro speed? Too flashy, not gritty. Gabriel might be more NFL ready. It wasn't fair, but it was real. Coach Stefanski, meanwhile, walked a tightrope. Publicly, he supported both QBs. Privately, he studied every throw like it was week 17. Because for the first time in a while, the Browns had something rare. 2 young quarterbacks who could.